Hey guys, welcome back. Step 3, Jesus. This is awesome. This is where the gospel gets really fun. You're taking someone from the realization that they are a sinner and going to be judged by the Lord in eternity and introducing them to the Savior and a God who loves them. All right, so once you're done addressing the issue of sin and they've acknowledged like, yeah, I've kind of messed up, and you've talked about how God's going to ultimately be the judge and hell is real, you want to bring the point of like, hey, God still loves you though. Remember what Peter said? That God is not willing that anyone would perish, but that all would come to everlasting life. And then in Romans 5:8, you find out that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. So share that with someone that, man, you don't have to become good enough to get God's attention. You don't have to be nice enough to get God to love you. That while you were dead in your trespasses and sins, God already loved you. So boil it down, let them know. God didn't come for the really, really good. God doesn't reject the really, really bad. God's love is not a claim, it's a reality. God expressed, showed, and demonstrated his love. He didn't just write a letter. John 3:16, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. And then you read in 1 John chapter 3, verse 16, that he demonstrated this love by dying on the cross for us. So here's what's awesome. God didn't just send a messenger or a bunch of angels. He came himself. It's one thing to get a letter from the king, but something totally different to have him show up at your own front door. And God came for people. And so look, share with people about who Jesus is. 100% God, but 100% man. He came like us so that he could sympathize with us and we could get to know him. 100% perfect in all of his ways. So you've got to get them to the cross. So important, not just as a part of the story, but as a key element of the gospel. The Bible teaches that because of our sin, the penalty of our sin is death. Someone's going to die. But what does that mean? How does that work? He was nailed to the cross. He died and is willing to trade places with us, to trade places with a sinner. He would take the penalty of your sins, death, and give you his life. That's what the cross is all about. All right, so think through this stuff that you've learned all the way from the beginning until now, and we'll see you guys next week.